ShopDog says, you haven't been filming. So, welcome back to the Pontiac Catalina. He's kind of sorting some stuff out. We're getting ready to put the fuel tank together. They did bring up a car for routine maintenance. And over here, getting ready, because we're not actually using the sender wires off of here, I'm just going to go ahead and depin those and go to a 2 flat. Oh, let me pull some stuff apart here. So if I get down into the weather patch stuff, which I know I've shown in the past how to build these, they're not the hardest. So, like here's a used 2. I have some new ones in here. Yeah. So we will convert that over to a 2 flat instead of the 4 because we don't need it. And the sender we will do on a 2 flat, but we will reverse the polarities, which is really easy to do on these because you can do all kinds of things to key them. You can do them with the pins. You can do them, you know, because you got the females here, and well, that one's also female. Let me find some male pins. Those are all female as well. I'm short, so somewhere in all this mess will be. Those are all female. Oh, we might be in trouble. Oh, here's some male pins, so you can see them here. So you can swap the keying on that. You can swap the polarities here. You can go to different shapes if you've got multiples, you know, squares or flats. So weather packs are really nice. You just got to remember, you start getting in that 12, 13 amp range, and they start to become less ideal. You don't want to be passing 20 amps through them. They're really not designed for that. So this will more than meet our needs here, and I will get that built up. And we're going to get the tank together and start test fitting it. There we go. I've got my ground and my power feed for that pump. I left the other 2 wires about that long and heat shrunk the ends, just in case we ever want another pass-through, since this connector is already designed for it. I've also left it open in here as well. So I think it's time for us to go put this in the tank. Before I put this on, which is that hydromat that Holly is very, very proud of, before I put it on, we're just going to make sure that our lock ring is good, that we're happy, and that we remember to put this O-ring on, which is a lot easier to do now. So, in theory, this is the whole system. You know, we need this ring for that to seal against, and then this actually compresses this into the hole, which you can see is where I'm currently located. And that is going to put our sock right here. It's going to be pretty slick. So I think we'll do one more test fit before we put that sock on, because that really only goes on once. Okay, we're getting ready to one-handed verify that all of this is going to fit before we put that sock on.
Hey wife, come grab your phone.
Alright. Apparently we're handing it off to a camera woman named Wife, apparently.
Pixie.
Okay, well, it goes in. And then this ring here. Make sure both of those are in there. Okay, what do you get? Take a look. That's going to work. I think it's going to work out pretty nice. See if they can see.
There we go.
Almost. Do you see it there? Whoa, gravity is real.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it's on the bottom under very little stress.
So that's actually resting on the
Wow,
bottom.
this time we're actually going to
So we're going to record this time?
yeah, maybe.
Well, here,
So
you should take it out and try it again.
So that's in the bottom. Now when it comes out, it's getting a sock. We've got her sitting in. We're happy. So we're going to pull her out, put that sock on, and get cracking. And we did test just to verify. 1.5 ohms empty, 89.7 full. That's close to our 090. There is our hydromat, which will sit just like that and will work really well. Okay. The new lock ring went on great. It looks and feels like it seated properly. When we look down in here, you can see we are exactly where we thought we would be. We are very happy with how that worked. We did have to reclock the pump itself a couple times, you know, to get the sock exactly where we wanted it, because the alignment pin is a little off, but it is under no stress. It is nicely held. If we rock the tank a little bit, it doesn't go anywhere. So we're very, very happy. Time to put the sender in. Right, and now he's just got to line up the gaskets. We've already extended the wire, and you'll note I did this one as a male, that is a female, but both are female pins, so you can't plug them together. So you can't even mess it up. That's the whole point. Try to make it hard to screw up. After a valiant try, you finally got them lined up, because remember, these aren't exactly 72 degrees. They are splayed. And then look at that. In fact, I'm probably going to put one of my little wire clips right here, run the wiring along that. That'll really be nice. So I'll have to go dig some of those out in a little bit. To remind everybody, that is what we're pushing the tank up into. So the one thing we're worried about is, do we have to clearance anything here? So, and you'll note, you see this line here? That, and we had looked at this a bunch of times, so hopefully we measured it right. That should be this opening right here, and not that spot that's bumped back down. So I'm now going to slide the tank up in there and wiggle, 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 play with the Play-Doh a little bit, and then pull it down, and we will see what it looks like. If I recall, this isn't fun. You'll note we've already rolled the car back on the lift a bit to give us a little clearance. All right. We've cleaned off most of the Play-Doh now and threw on a retaining clip, because that cleared, no problem at all. In fact, if you look up there, you'll see not even any Play-Doh marks up there. Plenty of room, so it's going in for real. All right.
What is this wire for?
This is the old sender wire. See, we're not going to reuse that. I'm not even sure we're going to keep this routing, but I want to keep it here for now until it's time to start wiring. So we just shove it back up the frame or something, just so we don't trip on it. The other thing we're going to have to do soon is nick all of these off. I've hit my head on them twice now. So, but you can see that's pretty good. So look at how nice that is, and these clips show where that plate goes, so that's going to work out nice. We couldn't have planned this better. Wait, we did plan this. So now it's coming back down, and let's see how well we centered this. So hey, look at that. That looks pretty reasonable. Yeah, all right. We're going to put the fancy new gas cap on here. But that fits really, really nicely. Oh, she's even going to put the vented cap on, because we don't even have to add a vent.
We've got new bumpers for here too.
Wow, you know how much easier that would have been 20 minutes ago?
It'll be fine.
You say that. Right. Well, they have been working a few problems out. One, it turns out we did have a good cap, so we're good there. They're not sure that the bumpers they have are correct, so they're making sure before they pop them in. But two, I think they finally found the actual problem they were having with the window track going up. The actual factory piece, and you couldn't really see it before until they pulled it out, is split right here. And it's split right there. And that is where it was catching. So they are going to see if they can actually get this profile. Steel may make one that's really similar. So the only thing we didn't change is the one that still needs changed. And obviously it's noisy here. Bent 69 is back for a checkup. And he even brought his dad, who's visiting from Alabama. So been a couple drinks, a couple cold snacks, as Derek likes to say. So she's here for a checkup. Unfortunately, there will be another Bent 69 video on the front seal, even though it's a brand new one from the Edelbrock kit for that timing cover. It didn't seal, and it's not a lot of oil, but it is slinging. I think we've mostly wiped it, but it is slinging a little oil, so it's going to have to come up. But it was always going to come back up to get a overflow, probably located behind this panel. So we'll do it then. It'll be a fun video. we've been playing with some more atomic controls. I gotta say, I mean, it's great that it was free, but I sure like being able to get into the software and make changes. This is very, very, very slow. So we've made a couple minor changes in the software to see if we can bring the temperature down a little bit and do a couple things. I had already expressed my concerns about this single fan many times, so we'll see what we think. You know, there might be something a little closer to the setup in the rocket ship in that car's future. You know, this will cool 700 horsepower, no problem. However, you know, everything costs money. So we're very, very happy with how the fuel tank went in. The fit is phenomenal, and we were overstressed worrying about that sender. That was not a problem at all. And
Just so we had
I am starting to think about the digital control I'm going to need for the heater, because that's going to be part of my wiring on this car. I've got another video started on the Henry J where I'm getting ready to start wiring that, because I think I'm going to be working wiring in tandem on both cars, because this one is going to be a very long wiring job and I don't think this one will. So yeah, so at this point I'm probably just rambling. This is maybe not the most productive Sunday, but definitely nice to sit and visit for a little while. We just haven't had a chance to do that. So I guess at this point, unless he's got anything else to point out, this might be the thanks for watching end. Is it? I told the people about the trim.
The trim. No, that's it. Thanks for watching.